Top 10 countries that hold the most soft power in the world in 2021. Hello Displorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by Displore, and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall discover the top 10 countries that hold the most soft power in the world. In politics, and particularly in international politics, soft power is the ability to attract and co-opt rather than coerce, or involves shaping the preferences of others through appeal and attraction. A defining feature of soft power is that it is non-coercive, and the currency of soft power includes culture, political values, and foreign policies. Joseph Nye of Harvard University popularized the term in his 1990 book, Bound to Lead: The Changing Nature of American Power, in which he wrote that when one country gets other countries to want what it wants, it might be called co-optive or soft power, in contrast with the hard or command power of ordering others to do what it wants. With the introduction of the concept of soft power in the late 1980s, the countries which have learned and know how to utilize this powerful invisible tool have become the most powerful in the world, influencing the behavior of others to get the outcomes they want. There are several ways to achieve this, including coercing them with threats, inducing with payments, or attracting and co-opting them to want what you want. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. The Soft Power 30, which includes a foreword by Joseph Nye, is a ranking of authority soft power produced and published by the media company Portland. The ranking is based on the quality of a country's political institutions, the extent of their cultural appeal, the strength of their diplomatic network, the global reputation of their higher education system, the attractiveness of their economic model, and the country's digital engagement with the world. The success of soft power heavily depends on the actor's reputation within the international community, as well as the flow of information between actors. Thus, soft power is often associated with the rise of globalization and neoliberal international relations theory. Popular culture and mass media are regularly identified as the source of soft power and is the spread of a national language or a particular set of normative structures. Amongst the countries in the world who have understood the power of this concept, here are the top 10 countries that hold the most soft power in the world. Number 10. Australia. Global Soft Power Index 52.2. Coming in at number 10 is Australia, who is making her premiere in this prestigious club with the most unprecedented effective soft power. Australia has gained an attractive power with its ability to influence through its reputation of reliance, peace, stability, as well as finances. The country has become the recent hub for tourism, one of the biggest destinations for produced goods around the world, and also the most notorious country where most people send their children or rush to for studies. Australia's break into the top 10 has also been affiliated to improvements across most of the country's pillars and effective COVID-19 response. Number 9. Sweden. GSPI of 52.2. Speaking of COVID-19, Sweden maintains its previous 9th place in the Global Soft Power Index as a result of its powerful response to the current global pandemic, as it was positioned at the 13th position. With a Global Soft Power Index of 52.2 out of 100, which is a 0.3 point improvement from last year, Sweden has held a good spot over the years. There have been further positive signals for the nation, with increased public perceptions of business and trade, ranking 4th, indicating a mark of 5.1 out of 10 as easy to do business with, and 6th, or 8.3 out of 10 for economic stability. Sweden has also seen its international relations influence improve, up 0.7 points to 5.3 out of 10, which are great indicators of a country garnering significant soft power. Number 8. China. GSPI of 54.3. China has used technology, media, as well as financial investment to garner its soft power worldwide to become one of the strongest countries in the world. China is using a targeted expansion of its pop culture and media in the Philippines to promote pro-China narratives and content. Chinese President Xi Jinping has been capitalizing on his relationship with Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, who is known for his significantly pro-Beijing stance, to press its claims in the South China Sea, with the economic benefit in favor of China's interest too. Under Xi, China has been spending billions of dollars to promote Chinese language, educational exchange, media expansion, cooperation, and pop culture icons, all potential tools of soft power by which it hopes to gain diplomatic and economic advantages. Number 7. France. GSPI of 55.4. France is one of the most powerful nations in the world, at least when it comes to soft power. The election of President Emmanuel Macron propelled France to an improvement of its position on the soft power league table. France, with 55.4, which has recorded depreciating scores across several soft power pillars, most notably in culture and heritage and influence, where it has dropped by 0.4 and 0.2 points respectively. These metrics have likely been influenced by the lull in the hospitality and tourism industry following the COVID-19 pandemic, with fewer people able to experience France's culture, heritage, and culinary delights. On the other hand, the nation has only experienced a marginal drop of 0.1 points in the business and trade pillar, as France is increasingly regarded as one of the top European nations for attracting foreign investment opportunities. Number 6. USA, GSPI of 55.9. The USA is fast falling off its high horse of soft power as it dropped down to 6th spot, making it the fastest falling nation in index. A year of widespread turmoil has been starkly reflected in America's steep drop in the Global Soft Power Index 2021, making it the fastest falling nation globally. Between a turbulent election campaign and a haphazard COVID-19 response, the nation has lost its position as the world soft power superpower with an overall index score of 55.9 out of 100. With former President Donald Trump's hesitance to acknowledge the scale and severity of the crisis derided at home and abroad, the United States finds itself at the very bottom of the COVID metric ranking, an abysmal 105th. Number 5. Switzerland, GSPI of 56.3. Switzerland's ascension to the 6th place after a 2-year plateau at number 7th reflects the country's substantial gains in the digital sub-index, climbing an impressive 17 spots due to the continued seamless integration of digital into the sectors of governance, fintech, commerce, and even the country's fabled watch industry. Switzerland's long-standing impenetrable policy of neutrality has seen the country become a byword for stability and counts the World Economic Forum and Red Cross as among the hundreds of international organizations that call Switzerland home. Topping this year's government sub-index, efficiency continues to remain central to Switzerland's soft power strength. At home, balancing 4 national languages hasn't stopped the Swiss political system from continuing to foster a near unmatched rate of civic engagement, and abroad, Switzerland holds form as a beacon of stability in an increasingly conflicted world, unmatched in its role as a broker for peace. Number 4. Canada, GSPI 57.2. Countries with a high overall index score such as Canada, which came in 4th with a score of 57.2, also scored within the top 5 nations in 3 key metrics, which were reputation, governance, and their COVID-19 response, suggesting a correlation between perceptions of how well governed a country is and assessments of its handling of the pandemic. As the world enters the 3rd decade of the 21st century, it is waking up to a new reality, facing threats to international solidarity and human security that are not necessarily economic in nature. Climate change, inequality, populist movements, ethnic nationalism, and global epidemics are posing major challenges to the international development and human security. Hence, only countries who show a great manship in handling these issues, like Canada, have ranked high up on the table of the Soft Power League. Number 3. United Kingdom, GSPI 57.9. One of the 13 nations observing an overall drop in their global soft power index scores as media scrutiny of their handling of the virus caused negative trends across the influence, culture, heritage, people and values metrics is the United Kingdom, dropping 3.9 points to an overall index score of 57.9 out of 100. It, however, still defends its 3rd place position in the global soft power index, which is a mismatch to the country's previous glory years. This follows extensive criticism towards Boris Johnson's government for an unclear approach to curbing the spread of the virus and reluctance towards implementing a lockdown, resulting in high death rates across the United Kingdom. Number 2. Japan, GSPI 60.6. Japan is the top performing Asian nation and 2nd globally, jumping up 2 spots in Brand Finance's Global Soft Power Index 2021. Europe and Asia command most of this year's best performing nations, taking a cumulative of 75% of the top 20 spots in the Global Soft Power Index 2021. With a Global Soft Power Index score of 60.6 out of 100, it jumped up 2 spots from last year. Japan enjoys such high spots because of its strong brands, solid consumer spend, and high levels of business investments, again ranking first in the business and trade pillar. Additionally, Japan has seen an improvement in its education and science core, now ranking first in this metric, which has propelled the country the top 2 of the big boys club of global soft power. Number 1. Germany, GSPI of 62.2. A beacon of stability in a turbulent year, Germany has usurped the United States to become the world's leading soft power superpower with a global soft power index score of 62.2 out of 100. Germany has a clear 1.6 points lead over 2nd ranked Japan with 60.6 as it performs consistently across the index's 11 metrics, placing in the top 5 across the 9 of these and ranking highest for statements in the international relations, governance, business and trade pillars. The country's success is attributed to its leader, Angela Merkel, who, despite mixed opinions of her leadership on home soil, she is hailed globally by the general public as the world's most respected leader. Her long tenure at the helm of the nation has provided a strong and stable presence against the backdrop of the unpredictable and erratic counterparts. Besides her leadership, Merkel's response to the COVID-19 pandemic epitomizes her renowned credibility, with the specialist audiences surveyed persevering Germany as the nation that handled the pandemic the best, and the general public ranking the nation fifth. A scientist by training, Merkel's response was solely data-driven, and her methodical approach was viewed as a relative success on the global stage, proven by the nation recording consistently lower cases per 100,000 than its Western European counterparts. There you have it, explorers. Those were the top 10 countries that hold the most soft power in the world. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, do want to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.